Assalamu alaikum. In continuation of our MCQs series of managerial accounting, I am with you with an other video. MCQs number 31. The following is a recorded fact. Market value of investment, debtors, replacement cost, none. The correct option is debtor. That is recorded facts. Excuse number 32. The term current assets does not include payment in advance, bills receivable, long-term deferred charges, none of these. So correct option is option C. Long-term deferred charges are not included in current assets. Excuse number 33. In case of a limited company, the term financial statement includes profit and loss account, profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, and balance sheet. Balance sheet. So correct option is option B. For a limited company, financial statements includes profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, and balance sheet. MCQs number 34. Assets and liabilities in a balance sheet may be arranged in order of liquidity, performance, both of these, none of these. So correct option is option C, both of these. Assets and liabilities in balance sheet may be arranged in order of liquidity or performance. MCQs number 35. Income statement match the dash incurred in accounting year. Revenue and cost, income and expenses, both of these. So correct option is option C, both of these. In accounting statement, revenues and costs or incomes or expenses are matched to measure the financial performance of any organization. Excuse number 36. Which statements are statements of financial position at different periods? Comparative statements, common size statements, both of these. So correct option is option A. Comparative statements are the statements of financial position at different periods. MCQs 37. An increase in current asset accompanied by the increase in current liabilities of the same amount will improve short-term financial position, not improve short-term financial position, improve long-term financial position, none of these. So correct option is B, not improve short-term financial position, because both current assets and current liabilities are increasing. MCQs number 38. Which among the following is an example of horizontal analysis? Comparative balance sheet, comparative income statement, common size statements, A and B. So correct option is option D, mean comparative balance sheet and comparative income statements are known as horizontal, as an example of horizontal analysis. MCQs number 39. If the gross sales of concern is 2 lakh and sales return is 20,000 and gross profit is 15,000, then cost of goods sold is. So correct option is option B, 30,000. Given opening stock is 20,000, direct expenses 10,000, closing stock 5,000. So cost of goods sold is 20 multiplied by 10,000, 30,000 minus 5,000, 25,000. So correct option is option A, 25,000. Excuse number 41. Ratio of net sales to net working capital is working capital turnover ratio, profitability ratio, liquidity ratio. The correct option is option A, working capital turnover ratio. It is known as working capital turnover ratio. Excuse number 42. Observing changes in financial analysis across the year is vertical analysis, horizontal analysis, inter-firm comparison, none of these. So the correct option is horizontal analysis, that is done observing changes in financial analysis across the years. In horizontal analysis we year data of 1, 2 or 3 years. It can be more than 2 as well, more or 3 years as well. MCQs number 43. Ratio of net profit before interest and tax to sale is known as operating profit ratio, operating ratio, capital gearing ratio, solvency ratio. So the correct option is option A, it is operating profit ratio. MCQs number 44. The statistical yardstick that provides a measure of relationship between two accounting figures is current ratio, the accounting ratio, the input-output ratio, none of these. So the correct option is option B, accounting ratio. It is a measure of relationship between two accounting figures, that is known as accounting ratio. MCQs number 45. The statement is a statement which lists all the sources of funds and application of funds taken place in a business during a particular period. It is known as fund flow statement, cash flow statement, any of these, none of these. So the correct option is option A. Fund flow statement is a statement which lists all the sources of funds and application of funds taken place during a particular period. MCQs number 46. The overall net increase or decrease in working capital is found out by preparing fund flow statement, cash flow statement, statement showing changes in working capital, none of these. So the correct option is option C, statement showing changes in working capital that shows net increase or decrease in working capital. MCQs number 47. Which one of the following is a source of fund? Issues of share in consideration of machinery purchased, issue of bonus share, issue of right share, issue a share for cash. So the correct option is option D, issue of shares for cash, because cash is a source of fund. MCQs number 48. Which among the following is a source of fund? Sale proceeds of fixed assets, sales proceeds of long-term investments, non-operating incomes, all of these. So the correct option is all of these, option D. These are the sources of funds. MCQs number 49. Which among the following is an application of fund? Purchase of long-term investment, redemption of preference shares, redemption of debentures, all of these. So correct option is option D, all of these. Purchase of long-term investment, redemption of preference shares and redemption of debentures, all are applications of funds. MCQs number 50. Dash is only internal source of funds. Fund from operations, net profit, both of these, none of these. So the correct option is fund from operations are the source of internal source of funds, means profit of the firms. MCQs number 51. Which among the following do not result in the flow of fund? Depreciation of fixed assets, goodwill written off, transfer to general reserves, all of these. So all of these are not results in flow of fund. These are known as non-cash expenses. So correct option is all of these. Option D. MCQs number 52. Fund flow refers to changes in dash capital. Fixed capital, working capital, both of these, none of these. So the fund flow refers to changes in working capital. Option B is correct option. MCQs number 53. Net profit earned plus non-working capital expenses is equal to fund provided by operations, use of funds, sinking funds, or none of these. So correct option is option A. Funds provided by operations are equal to net profit earned plus non-working capital expenses. MCQs number 54. Dash refer to firm's investment in current assets, working capital, gross working capital, net working capital, all of these. So correct option is option B. Gross working capital refers to firm's investment in current assets. MCQs number 55. Dash means excess of current assets over current liabilities. Working capital, gross working capital, net working capital, all of these. So correct option is net working capital. Option C is the correct. When current assets are greater than current liabilities are known as net working capital. MCQs number 56. Dash means cash and other assets which are expected to be sold or consumed during the normal operating cycle of business are known as liquid assets, quick assets, cash equivalents, or current assets. So the correct option is option D, current assets. MCQs number 57. Which among the following asset is excluded from current stock? Loose tools, account receivable, short-term investment with bank, finished goods. So the correct option is option A, loose tools. Loose tools are not included in current assets. Account receivable, short-term investment with bank and finished goods are current assets items. MCQs number 58. Which transaction result in flow of fund? Transaction involve only fixed assets, transaction involve only current assets, all of these, none of these. So correct option is none of these. MCQs number 59. There will be flow of funds if a transaction involves current assets and fixed assets, current assets and capitals, current assets and fixed liabilities, all of these. So our correct option is all of these. When the transaction involves current assets and fixed assets, current assets and capital, and current assets and fixed liabilities, all known as flow of funds. So correct option is option D, all of these. MCQs number 60. The flow of funds occur when a transaction changes on the hand a non-current account and on the other hand a dash current account, current assets, current liabilities, A or B, none of these. So correct option is option C, A and B, current assets and current liabilities. Fund flow occurs when there is a change in current assets and current liabilities. So correct option is option C. Please subscribe the channel for further videos so that you can prepare for PPSC, FPSC and other competitive exams related to accountancy, audit, finance, taxation, etc. Assalamu alaikum, Pakistan, Paindaba.